Aloha, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a video tour of the Ko Olina Resort on West Oahu using Google Earth and Google Maps. So we'll be going through the different areas, showing you the different neighborhoods, and talking about what the resort has to offer. Keep an eye out. In the coming months, my wife Rachel and I are actually going to do a driving tour through Ko Olina. We'll share the pros and cons of each different neighborhood and just talk story as we drive through the resort. So definitely keep an eye out for that one. Welcome back to the Love Hawaii Real Estate channel. This is your source for all things Hawaii real estate. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. You can also book a call using the Calendly link on the YouTube channel. So let's jump right in. I'm just going to minimize my view here and move that to the side. So here we're starting out in Google Earth, and you can see all of West Oahu here. And so you can see the 4 oceanfront lagoons. You've got all of Kapolei, Barber's Point, you've got Eva Beach, Ocean Point. You can kind of see all the way out here towards Hickam Beach up into Makakilo. So just looking at the 3D view right now, and we're just going to go ahead and start at the far end of Ko Olina as you would if you were coming into the resort. And I'll just be zooming in on different areas talking about it, and we'll just kind of go through the different areas of Ko Olina. So if you have any questions about any of the Ko Olina neighborhoods, you can mention them in the comments below, or you can reach out and we are happy to help. I'll switch between 2D and 3D from time to time because it just helps get a different perspective. So as you can see, Kailani is the first neighborhood that you come into when you pull into the Ko Olina Resort off of the H1 freeway here. As you're coming in, it'll be that first neighborhood you see here on the right before you get to the Aloha Team security shack there at the resort entrance. And as you can see, it's a nicely laid out community. It's not too far from the what we call Secret Beach. So Secret Beach is this tiny little beach down here, and this is the railroad tracks. They just have an old historic railway, not like really anything fast or active there now, just some visitors come through from time to time on that. But what's cool in Kailani is you can just walk right down to Secret Beach. Great place to see the sunset. And we would often drive our golf carts over there. You can actually park your golf carts right down in this little area and then walk over if you're in other areas within the resort. And so you can see they have the pool area here, central. These units along here, naturally, anything within vicinity of H1 is going to get quite a bit of traffic noise. So just keep that in mind. The more prime units naturally are going to be the ones down in this area, these buildings that have the ocean views there. So we kind of let this kind of do a little rotation as we pop between 2D and 3D. It's kind of cool. It'll do like a little, rotation action there. So you can see the proximity is nice. We like that it's so close and convenient just coming and going from the resort. That's definitely a bonus for Kailani, is to be able to do that. And the units themselves, it gives you some good options. We'll get over into details on like price points and different aspects of the units in other videos. Right now, this is just a general overview of the neighborhoods. So again, this is one of 3 gated communities. The other 2 gated communities are Coconut Plantation here, and it's hard to see the dividing line of it's right about in here, and Ko Olina Kai Golf Estates and Villas. So these are the three gated communities in Ko Olina, are the first 3 communities that you encounter, basically, with the Coconut and Ko Olina Kai being golf course frontage communities. They have the townhomes in Coconut along the golf course, and then the 60 single-family homes in Ko Olina Kai along the golf course there. So in addition, you have the Paradise Cove Luau area here. This is where they do the daily luau's, and visitors from all over the world come and enjoy the beautiful setting here. Let's close that out so they can enjoy the luau in Ko Olina. It's something cool to do if you've never done that before. So kind of reposition this way so you can see that. Also here, Lanikuhonua, this is event location. There's a lot of weddings and other events that happen here, and those have some frontage to the lagoon areas as well. So you can see there's actually quite a few lagoons, some more natural in nature, and then the others that are the man-made lagoons. If you look here, there's a tiny little parking lot right here. This would be the parking lot for the beach over here, this Lanikuhonua Lagoon, as you come over. Sorry, not that one, but over here, this little lagoon area here. So when you park in this small parking lot, you can come down. It's full often because there's just not a lot of spaces. So what a lot of people do is they'll just park here by the shops and do that, and then walk over as well. So you have that option too. Anyway, that's a cool little beach. So you see turtles there a lot. You'll see monk seals sometimes, sleeping on the beach. So that's fun. All right, we'll deal with the oceanfront stuff at the very end. We'll jump over here to Coconut Plantation. So you've got the shops in Ko Olina there. This is all Coconut Plantation. This whole area here, Coconut is really a nice community. It's convenient coming and going from the entrance to the resort. You don't have to go very far. You only have to go over a few speed humps, we call it. But as you can tell with the rest of the resort, if you're all the way in the back, it's a pretty long drive going down Aliinui Drive all the way to the back to Fairways and Hillside and everything. So we started out living in Ko Olina in Fairways, and then we moved to Ko Olina Kai. We actually did live in the beach villas at Lagoon too for a short time as well. And then after a few years of living in the resort, we moved out to Makakilo area, lived in a few different houses out in Makakilo. But we did enjoy the time in Ko Olina. It was a lot of fun. It's very much a golf course community, as you can see. Beautiful golf course, really nice setting, and just incredible beauty as you drive down that Aliinui Drive with all of the monkey pod trees and everything here along that drive. You can just see how green and lush and gorgeous it is in the resort. And so Coconut Plantation is townhomes here, and they have a few different pool areas. They've got like the pool and jacuzzis. We'll get into all the details on the amenities there, but that's the main central pool here. And it's really nicely laid out. They have some 2-car garages, single-car garages, really convenient proximity to the shopping and dining, and it just has a really nice vibe, a nice setting there. Of course, the golf course frontage units are amazing. They have some interior units, nicely laid out, decent floor plans, and just a good variety of options in Coconut Plantations. That always tends to be a popular option among people looking to invest in Ko Olina or move to Ko Olina. Coconut is always kind of a hot area. So as you drive around Aliinui Drive, you'll pass the Four Seasons, the Disney Aulani, all these different side roads that go to the lagoons. You have Roy's Restaurant and the Ko Olina Golf Club over here, some of the amenities here central within the resort. So that's nice. Big parking area for staff and for the other resorts here on the oceanfront. Beach villas at Ko Olina, Lagoon 2. We'll get into that more in a minute. The vacant lots on either side, nothing yet developed there. Marriott Ko Olina Beach Club over here, the Marina. So we'll cover that more in a minute. As we continue on around Aliinui Drive, you come over the train tracks again on this end. Try not to make you too sick with my driving around here. And you do have the Seagull School out here in Ko Olina. So we did have our youngest daughter went there for a time. It's a great little kind of like pre-K to 12 option. And coming to the very end here, we'll just jump into Fairways. This is where we kicked off our Ko Olina journeys back in 2012. We rented a Fairways unit back here in this back corner, sight unseen, just moved right into it. We're really happy to get a place lined up before moving to Hawaii from the mainland. And so, it's a great community. It's one of the older communities in Ko Olina, but as you can see, does have some nice golf course frontage units, very quiet, kind of fronts this other vacant land out here that will be, developed in the future. And so Fairways is just a good quiet place at the end of the road, so to speak, where, you can just enjoy a nice, chill Ko Olina lifestyle. Naturally, it is a little bit further away from the beaches and lagoons and others. So if you're going to like walk down to the beach, lagoon, or the marina, it's a little bit more of a distance, as you can see, than some of the other communities, but it's still a great spot to be. And honestly, everything is so close together here that it's not that bad to walk down, to jog down, jump on a golf cart, head over. I mean, this is such an idyllic resort community. It really is. So then right next to Fairways, you have the Ko Olina Hillside Villas, and Fairways does have 2-car garages, which is nice. And Hillside is all 1-car garages, so it's good to keep that in mind. It is a newer community than Fairways, right across the street. Both of these are non-gated communities, but very safe. The Ko Olina Resort tends to be a great safe place to be. They have good 24/7 security throughout the resort. Nice amenities here. It's nice that each community does have its own pool. That helps. And, the amenities as you add them up throughout the resort are really, really nice. So depending on what you're into, what you like to do, whether it's golfing or just enjoying the outdoors, playing tennis, going to the beach, doing other outdoor activities, or just enjoying the nice, peaceful Hawaii lifestyle, you have a lot of great options here. So this back road goes up to Ko Olina Kai Golf Estates and Villas. This endpoint is typically closed off unless they need to open it up for special purposes or events. So that's usually not open there. And as you come in this area, this will give you the gated access point to Ko Olina Kai Golf Estates and Villas. As you look at the homes and townhomes here. This is the only neighborhood in the resort that has single family homes. And so if you're looking at homes online or wondering the sequence of the numbers, this home right here in the bottom left corner that the cursor is hovering over that's estate number 1. So it goes 1 through 60 as you come all the way around here. So over here, you're getting close to about 30-ish or so in this area. And then you go all the way to the backside and you're going to be estate 60. So naturally, estates 40 some odd up through 60, these do have fair proximity to H1. And so you are going to get more road noise from these units. So that's important to keep in mind just from a standpoint of, valuation and why would this one down here sell for so much more than this one over here. A lot of times it's because of that, because it's more prime location here being along the greens, the fairways. This is actually the 18th hole of the golf course. We actually lived in estate 12 for a couple of years here, which is right on the 18th hole. I mean, great spot and just beautiful. They've had the LPGA Lotte Golf Championship in the Ko Olina Resort for a lot of years, and it's amazing to watch these amazing just female professional golfers that are crushing it out there, and it's a lot of fun. And so we got to watch that a couple of times just from our lanai here as the golfers did their thing and as they did the different awards and everything. So really, really cool. Back to Ko Olina Kai Golf Estates. So the single family homes around the perimeter, then they have the townhomes here on the interior. So all of these buildings have the same type of layout with the different units where they have the 2-bedroom units downstairs, the 3-2 units upstairs, and then the center part of the building, the C and D units, they have the 3-3 layout, the 2-story, townhomes. And they do have a nice amenity here in Ko Olina Kai as well. If I switch to 2D view, you can kind of see really nice pool area central to the community. And also, of course, whirlpool spa, if I can say that, restroom, shower, and whatnot there. So you can enjoy some nice time with family, with friends, have some pavilions, some barbecue grills. You can reserve those and just have a nice time out there at the pool. So really cool. They have some decent parking there by the pool area as well. So we really enjoyed that community also. Fun place to live and spend some time with their kids, and just not that far from the beaches and lagoons, which is awesome. So I'm just going to switch back to this, zoom out a little bit. So as you can see from Ko Olina Kai, it's kind of sixes. You can kind of walk over here across to Lagoon 2, which is here, or you can come across and walk here to Lagoon 1. And so we often went to Lagoon 2 because it was less crowded than Lagoon 1, naturally, with the 2 resorts on Lagoon 1. Another cool thing about the Coconut and Ko Olina Kai area is you have this little connection path, so you can walk between the communities through here. Our kids would often come down, walk down from Estate 12, come through the path, and just come down to the shops and go to the ABC store there, the Island Country Market, and everything. So pretty cool. And also, you have the golf cart connections through there, which is fun. All right, so we did a quick summary of those neighborhoods. The other residential, community in Ko Olina would be the resort beachfront community here. This is a place where you can own individual condo units. This is the beach villas at Ko Olina. We managed a lot of properties here, and we've done a lot of real estate deals here. Our family owned a 3-bed, 3-bath villa in the O1 stack here in the beach tower, B801, for a lot of years. And so very familiar with the beach villas. Lagoon 2 is amazing. There's been a lot of talk over the years of, Atlantis is going to go here and this is going to go here. And who knows what will really happen. But at some point in time, those lots will get developed and the resort will get more fully built out. But for now, you have close to 150 units in this building, close to 100 units in this building. Got some nice beachfront units, a lot of ocean view units, really cool amenities, with the lagoon pool, the lap pool, owner's lounge. So we'll do more in-depth property tours on all these neighborhoods a little later on and kind of get into it. But if you do have any questions about any of them, or you want more detail in like a one-on-one chat or a Zoom call or something, just let me know, because we do have a lot of familiarity with these properties. As you kind of like zoom around it and see really beautiful lanais, the ocean views, as you can imagine from here, are just absolutely incredible. This is really the vantage point we should be looking at from this type of a property, because this is really why people like the Hawaii real estate, right? You have the proximity to the ocean, just that frontage. It's pretty unbelievable. Speaking of that a little bit, I'd like to talk about this oceanfront walking path here. Try not to move things too fast. I don't want to make anybody sick. We love walking the lagoons. It's just such a nice spot. And, you are a west-facing shoreline, and you're on the west side of the island. So the west side of the islands are the drier side. It's the more arid side of the islands. That's going to be the case with all the islands. And so you're not as like naturally green and lush on West Oahu because you're on the west side. But the benefit, the pro of that is you get lots of sunshine, lots of nice warm weather. And so you can imagine here, if I kind of adjust the angle a little bit, kind of zoomed out pretty far, but just walking along those lagoons, you have this lagoon path that comes all the way down here, pretty much to the end where Four Seasons is, or you can kind of walk in the rocks over here too. But you can walk along all these lagoons all the way down to the Marina area. And it's a great loop to do. You see people walking and running that every day. And it's just really beautiful. It's such a nice setting. It's so relaxing. And just to be walking along the ocean, hearing the sound of the ocean there. Really nice marina here. So for outdoor activities, there are various things going out of the Ko Olina Marina for snorkel tours, dolphin whale watching stuff, scuba diving, a variety of things, not to mention, private use with the boat slips and everything there. Lagoon 4 does have the most parking available. So this strip of parking here is the parking for the actual lagoon. This additional parking is overflow gated parking access. You can have additional paid parking access. All the lagoons have free parking available on a first come, first served basis. And they do fill up pretty fast. But this is kind of a good bet to come down here. Sometimes you'll see cars lined up, people waiting to go to the beach. And so a lot of people tend to come to Lagoon 2. A lot of locals coming here because it's convenient for the parking. There's groups that gather and play ukulele and do other things, water aerobics, water fitness in the Ko Olina lagoons, which is really nice. So as you come out there and walk around, you kind of get a feel for those things going on. Parking lot here is for the Marriott, Ko Olina Marriott Beach Club, the resort there. And so we'll kind of finish it off with this video tour talking about these other resorts. And so you have the Marriott Ko Olina Beach Club. This is like vacation club, timeshare type of thing. Really nice resort, beautiful amenities. Naturally, Marriott does it right. They know what they're doing. They've done a really wonderful job across all their properties. And we have, many clients, many people we know that have invested in and enjoy the vacation club experience. You can see kind of having that Lagoon 3 all to themselves, so to speak. Anyone can use Lagoon 3, but they have a nice setup there. They've got the beach chairs, really nice pools, cool amenities, on-site restaurants. And so we'll get into that in more detail in some future video. And so Lagoon 3, we already covered beach villas at Lagoon 2. Coming over to Lagoon 1, and so we have the Four Seasons Resort, which used to be the Lani, I think is what it used to be called prior to Four Seasons. And then Disney was built, some years later. I mean, this hotel has been there for a long time. Naturally, Four Seasons did a lot of updates, a lot of different things with the property. And so this is a really cool spot. I mean, two really nice resorts, really well done. And depending on what you're looking for, if you're looking to come vacation and stay in one of these properties, you can book vacation homes or rent other properties for a month or longer, or the beach villas for about a week or longer. Otherwise, you can be here at the beachfront hotel resorts here in Ko Olina. So these are really cool properties, popular spot for people to visit, and it makes Lagoon 1 a little bit busier, a little bit more crowded, but honestly not as crowded as some other beaches might get on Oahu or down in Waikiki or something. So you still have kind of a nice exclusive feel. Just depends on what you're looking for in terms of visiting, checking it out. If you're wanting to consider Ko Olina real estate at some point, you can figure out your options where you want to stay, and then you can come check out properties. So we do that a lot where people are just vacationing, maybe the last day or two of their trip. They want to take a look at a couple things or something like that. So that was just a cursory overview of the resort. Hope that gives you a little bit better feel for things. We'll try to do some more in-depth coverage of all the details of Ko Olina. Of course, there's a lot here. It's over 600 acres of land. And so there's a lot happening in Ko Olina. And, we want to be able to help you get a good feel for everything that the resort has to offer. And it's a really cool spot. So if you like that resort kind of vibe or considering like a vacation home in Hawaii, there's some options. You can rent those beach villas short term, like I mentioned. The other communities are all 30-day minimum type of rentals, and they each have their own associations. So I'll plan on doing more in-depth video like this for each of the communities, talking more about the specific floor plans, the sizes, the price ranges, the amenities, pros and cons. And then, like I said, Rachel and I will do a video driving tour through these different communities, and and everything in Ko Olina. And so again, if you have any questions or suggestions or anything that was important that I missed in this video, if you're like a Ko Olina expert and you want to add your 2 cents, please jump in. Or if you've been there, or if you live there, own there, or whatever, just jump in the comments and let me know, like, what do you like best about it? What don't you like about it? What do you recommend or not recommend? Favorite restaurants, favorite things to do? Yeah, just let us hear it all. We'd love to engage with you in the comments. And also, if there's any other specific things you'd like to see or know more about in Ko Olina or anything on West Oahu or Hawaii real estate, just drop it in the comments or shoot us a message, and we'll be doing our best to bring that content to you in a future video. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already, if you like this kind of information. And if you ever want to reach out and talk story, you can just connect with me using the Calendly link in the YouTube channel. So with that, thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next video. Aloha.